My husband was laid off without warning today. Just like the title says. He loved his job and who he worked with. He got great reviews. 4.35 AVG. And he was well liked. So it's easy to say this was a shock. He started his day like normal and then he got a meeting invite from HR and a manager. We convinced ourselves they were giving him a promotion. Nope. They laid him off due to it being a business decision. Come to find out, no one knew these layoffs were happening. Not even the managers. It was chaos. Everyone was scared for their jobs all day. My husband even fought for his job back based on merit, but the decision was made by a higher-up who couldn't care less. Can I also add the company is not hurting for money? This sucks for so many reasons. 1. We just bought a house and interest rates are crazy too. We were literally a month away from me quitting my job so we can start a family. 3. Student loans are due again. 4. This is the biggest one for me. They destroyed my husband's confidence. He'll never feel secure in a job again. It feels so infuriating that a few people's pockets get stuffed at the expense of hardworking people. And we can't do anything about it. We just feel defeated. I got my first layoff notice 3 days before my wedding. And the day I was to meet my future in-laws for the first time. There is no mercy. And there can be no trust. Relatable. Lost my job without warning in August and have struggled with my confidence ever since. Second layoff of my life. I hope the higher-ups that make these decisions always have a pebble in their shoe that they cannot find. It was chaos. Everyone was scared for their jobs all day. Yes, that's how this system works. People are afraid of losing their jobs. So they do not revolt. This is what the system is based upon. Companies ruining lives to save a buck. It's the capitalist way. I can relate. Had a similar occurrence in September. Out of the blue. They did it when my boss was on holidays. I am absolutely gutted. I hope he lands on his feet ASAP. The job market is a total hellscape. There is no human element with corporate employment. If they attempt it, it's just a ruse to make you more productive. The realities of many places of work are very dark. Medieval and literally all about shaving a few pennies off the cost of doing business daily. Your dedication and contributions are commodities they exploit, profit from and dispose of on a whim. Sorry. I'm sorry. I hope he can find a place where he gets his confidence back and allows him a good work-life balance. One day soon I hope the higher-ups at that company burn enough of their foundation that they cause their own demise. I'm sure they'd still blame something else though. The fact our healthcare is tied to these flippant arbitrary decisions is madness. I had a job for a major reprographics company in Houston. Did nighttime large format stuff. Anyway, a hurricane hit and the joint was devastated. Most of Houston was without power for over a week. I was one of a handful of people they trusted to call in to complete work while they were fixing the place. It got flooded, so they hired some out-of-state company to dry it out and then start repairs. The city Aldo had a curfew at the time, so we had to be done before then in time to get home. And we were called in daily. No food, no water. After the company is back and running full tilt, they initiate layoffs without telling anyone. 1 month after the hurricane repair, I go into work as normal, and after an hour they shuffle me in to see our and one of the family members that owned the company. Family member guy starts a rehearsed speech and our tells me they're laying me off. I point out that they're laying me off after I was the only employee in my department they trusted to show up during repairs. And they're doing this because I make $2 more an hour than the people they can't trust. HR lady starts verbally gasping and fluttering. I walk out with hour in tow. I go to get my tools and leave. These people that think the company they work for will have their back if they work hard enough. Sacrifice for the company. Endure hardship for the sake of profit. They're so wrong. We're all just rented tools waiting to be replaced. My husband has PTSD from getting fired from a job without cause with a 2-week-old infant at home. That's not an exaggeration or hyperbole. It was traumatic at the time. And he still panics and gets irrationally worried about small problems at work because he's looking for signs of impending unemployment around every corner. Despite being exceptional at his job, it's been 6 years and he will occasionally go down rabbit holes of anxiety over comments from his boss that seem benign to me. And he will begin organizing backup plans in his head at the first hint of issues cropping up. He suggests looking into therapy to process this immediately rather than waiting for it to be obvious that the event messed you up. Whenever you get a meeting invite from HR, the Imperial March should start playing in your head at maximum volume. First off, your husband's value has nothing to do with the job he has. Do not let him equate the two. He does good work, based on reviews, and someone else's greed has sacrificed his job, not his performance, not his integrity, not his work. He needs to maintain his confidence in his own work. Second, you can never be secure when someone else is employing you. You secure yourself and know they will cut you off. No matter how nice they seem, no matter how valuable you are, at the first opportunity to make a quick buck. Third, job hunting is arduous and a numbers game. Keep strong. Go at it every morning, but don't allow the rejection letters to get to you. The more applications you put out, the more letters you get. It's just a sign of you work to get a job. He is only one yes away from the next better job. I'm there. It's rough and makes you question everything about yourself and your future. Don't give them that power. You are the same people but with a different situation. I am currently at 325 applications and 6 months into the hunt. But I am staring to get responses and interviews. This is probably because of my niche job, so don't compare and get depressed. You've both got this and it will be better than before. I know this sounds bad, and is an outside observer's take. But how does anyone in an at-will society think they have job security? Yeah, I wouldn't be paying student loans, that's for sure. I'm so sorry. That's awful. At least he should be eligible for unemployment and you didn't quit your job just yet. But, yeah, getting laid off feels lousy every time. Even when it's 100% no fault of your own. Hang in there. Both of you. You'll get through this together. I was fired a few times for no reason at all. And I've never felt secure at a job since then. Kinda sucks to jump on Indeed once a week and apply to jobs that pay better all the time to always have one ready in case I am randomly fired because it's a huge times Inc. I'm sorry for your husband's job loss. I feel the same with no confidence and no security in a workplace. You need that for longevity, to be a hard worker, and to want to grow in your job. I really am sorry, and this is exactly why I don't ever feel like I have job security. No matter how good I am at my job. Because all that matters in a company are the top people pockets. 'Cause you know their families are the only ones that matters. No matter how good or skilled of an employee one is. I've learned that no one cares. Despite all those positive employee characteristics. It always boils down to the bottom line. Clever folks do not care if the people are miserable nor how much of a mistake letting someone go is. As long as their spreadsheets meet their expectations. The rest is for everyone else to deal with. There should be a huge tax on companies that lay people off within 3 months of the Christmas holiday. Either side. Ghouls, I tell you. Never ever feel committed to the job.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.